certain idea of where are you going within your phrase. You know, you could say there are sub-destinations when they're along the way of a long phrase. You know, you have to have little places where I'm going along the route, you know, like this long note here. Let's see, this long one, that's decaying. So pick it up on the decay. Destination, that's decaying. Come in on the decay. It's more destination. So if you have this long note here, that's a half note, like two half notes tied, that's a whole note, right?
And where are you?
Okay, 19, 20, 21. I'm at 21. That goes across the measure, that G, E flat G. Measure 21. The end of 21? It's this. It's the G, E flat G. It's at the end of measure 21. It's just the long note that's going across. What's happening is you're taking a stab at what comes next, when really you're dipping down because you just had a long note that's decaying. And he's saying he wants a polka crescendo, so you don't start the crescendo soon, do you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But any long note is decaying, and then he has little swells out. So you really don't want to smack those notes because it's prematurely, nobody wants to smack them anyway. Even when you did this is, by the way, this is to be really soft. This is such a wonderful place. Why? Because we expected him to do what? He came out of this chord. We expected him to go to F major, right? Or F minor, whatever. Instead, he put the flat on it, so it's a secondary dominant. So now we have this surprise. So you really have to play this very ethereally, mistily, softer. It's sort of like it happened, but it didn't have a changed, veiled sound that you need. The other issue was when you do things like in 13, you came in with this. So you don't want to poke this C, do you? You want to go around the C. There, fall down. This is decaying. C, A, F, D, C. Now this is very soft. Right? You've just come out of a diminuendo, and you're going into a double P, so that has to be coming out of the decay from the previous measure. You have to listen really carefully of what comes before and what comes after the before. Does that make sense? Yeah, the first time it's less. You're right, this is less. The first time is this. Second time. But I'm still shaping it down, you know. Right?
Okay.
But then, actually this should be less because it's a sequence from what? It's a sequence from this, sighing. Yeah, you always have to think what preceded this that the listener heard as a descending forth. Now he's stepping down, a little bit down. He says diminuendo anyway, but you don't want to do the diminuendo too quickly because you've got many, many measures to down even more. So yeah, even though, so show me what you're doing in 11. Show me what you're doing in 11, 12, 13, 14.
Let's see.
Play slower.
Where am I?
It's this.
Oh, okay.
Wait, can we play slower? Play slower so you... I know it's hard to play slow, but you must because you wanna hear what you want. Yeah, there's that bigger sound here. So when you get to here, you tend to do this. But I don't think you want that. It's just like, it's like nasal and it's draggy. Whatever, just shaping. You just have to just float your arm. Don't play so many fingers. The fingers be where they're supposed to, but they don't need to be poked in. So you're really playing with your wrist and your arms, not playing with your fingers. Yeah, I think you need to do a lot of right hand alone because that's your thread of your melody, your lyrical line. And you want to keep it lyrical so it doesn't get up and down, digitized fingers. Yeah. But I think the biggest thing is to think out of the decayed note because if you have a long note, you don't want the next note to suddenly jump out on you. It has to come out of the long note's decay. And then you can go in and out of the keys a little bit, but you can't thump on notes that come out of long notes. Also, the left hand, don't make it so contrapuntal, like, we have to hear everything. Try to think in groups. It's one harmony, right? It's this, right? Can you think that one harmony through it, like it's harmonic instead of counterpoint so much? It's better because before I'm just hearing too much up and down notes, and I really want to hear that's harmonic in relation to what's upstairs. This is the soloist. For better. Did you hear the difference in what you did now?
Okay.
Did before?
Well, I haven't been listening. I haven't. Yeah, no, I haven't been listening for the decay at all.
Oh, yeah, so that's the big deal here. He has so many long notes tied over, and then what comes next has to come out of the decay. You stay soft. It means at least you don't have this abrupt, interference in the mood with a note that hits you between the eyes. Now here, that was very good. That was really very good. Now when you get here, you have a decay of this chord, right? You have this. So this has to be really soft. This isn't, right? It's coming?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Change, because it's very unexpected to throw that seventh on the F chord. Don't get so excited.
Huh?
Don't get so excited about this hand jumping out again, this left hand.
Okay.
Yes, because we're listening to the melody, and we're saying this is harmonic in the left hand, so we're listening for this. I mean, this is just underneath. Don't let it be so contrapuntal by playing slowly. I know students hate to play slowly, but the control you can play slowly in, it benefits what's going to come when you up your tempo. I want to hear it like this way.
Was that any better?
Better. Yes, that is better. Yes. Remember, this whole section here is double P. It's double P. You've never seen that yet before. We do see it at the beginning, but this is suddenly the melody in double P. Let yourself breathe through that tied half note over and come out of the decay on this one. Very soft. Because he wants a poco crescendo anyway. You have to go lower to go higher over the long term, over many measures. Yes?
Let's see.
Yeah, now you can start breathing oxygen into what's coming. It says più crescendo. Now it's more immediate that he wants the push into the crescendo. crescendo. More.
Okay, so let me go from this triplet with the right.
I want you to be aware that you keep. I want you to be aware of keeping one slow tempo to practice, because you start putting pressure on yourself to go faster, you're not going to get all the nuances that we're discussing. So you.
I don't know why I can't. I start.
They start slow, and then before I know it, they're back to another tempo. So keep your slow. This. Hey, look. Look how slow. Keep it really slow. That's where you have your destination on the augmented chord. Then da da big now. You need your big voice there. Okay, so I wanted you to follow the melody in measure 31, where you have D, soft B. Your B jumped out, which is I'm just giving you additional harmony. Don't let the B jump out. The melody is the D tied over to the C and another C. Don't let the B jump out. It's just a harmonic addition to the D. 1, 2, 3. Exactly. It's not the B. It's the D that's tied over. The B adds a little clashing harmony. See, he wants this, look, a little bit of a clash, right? You hear the clash on the B? It has a passing dissonance. By adding the B, he's adding more to the C down here, right? Yeah. But he doesn't want the B to jump out as the melody. You resolve it, and ultimately you land with a long note. Right? It's all one harmonic strand. The whole measure is C major, but you don't slam a second beat C. You go to the whole blend of the C major. It's a blend resolution. Because remember, it's really, if I play these two notes, it would be, wouldn't it? Lean less, least. What you basically have is this decaying, this coming in, resolving, and finally destination meltdown up here. It's breathing. This whole piece has to be so carefully breathed out. You tend to crowd your notes. Most students do. They're just not breathing the notes. That's the problem. At 25, he does this a little bit more assertively. Answer. Listen to this. Falls down. You've got a bunch of meltdowns here because you're going toward the C major cadence. The only one that I would wait a little bit is this one, that I wouldn't go so quickly into the half note. Because remember, you go into a note, its relation to a note before it gives it a different color, doesn't it?
Okay.
See this? Do a little rotation, go in below. I go a little bit below, but I rotate in that way. You're going toward the C major from the dominant 7 here into this, right? Right? You're really thinking harmonically through this.